Hi, I'm Rena. Welcome to my house. I'm getting ready for Passover, which starts tonight at sundown. Now, when exactly is sundown? So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but very early in the morning, if you look outside, the sky will start getting lighter and lighter, and it'll look like the sun is coming up from behind the land, from the horizon. And then over the course of the day, it seems to get higher in the sky, and around lunchtime, it's up right overhead. Oh, it might be a little hot then, a little bright. And then over the afternoon, it looks like it's starting to come down. And then tonight, a few minutes before 7:30, it will go back down below the horizon line where the land meets the sky. And that's sundown, and you might see a few stars in the sky at that point. And that's when the first night of Passover will start. Now, Passover is 8 nights and 8 days. Woo! That's a long, long holiday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in most places in the world, Jewish people have Seders the first 2 nights, 1, 2. So tonight is the first night, and one of the first things I have to do is get my Seder plate ready. So this is going to go in the middle of the table, and it has a lot of special things on it that I want to show you. So the first thing is, the Hebrew word is karpis, and it's a green vegetable. We usually use parsley. And parsley grows in the spring, and so it means spring is coming, the warmer weather's coming, there's new life, lots of animals are being born, and so it gives us hope. So I'm going to kiss this parsley to give us hope. Okay, the next thing is called haroset. But if you want to sound more Hebrew, you can say it with a ch sound, haroset. And that's this. And so it's cut up apples and nuts and a little honey and maybe some grape juice or wine. Here, I'm going to pour it in so you can see. And that's Hebrew for clay. And that leads me to the story behind Passover. So on Passover, we tell the story of what happened a long time ago in Egypt. When the Jewish people went into Egypt, and at first they lived very well, and then the king of Egypt, called Pharaoh, can you say that? Pharaoh? Yeah. He made them slaves. Now, what's a slave? When you're a slave, somebody else owns you and tells you what to do every minute and in every part of your life. You can't be your own boss. You can't listen to yourself and do what you feel you must do. You have to listen to someone else. And Pharaoh was not kind to the Jewish people and made them work extremely hard. He wanted to have a lot of big buildings built in Egypt. And he forced the Jewish people to be slaves and build those buildings. And they built them out of bricks and clay. So the haroset reminds us of the clay that the Jewish slaves had to use to build the buildings. Okay, then the next thing is maror, and that's something bitter. So I have some horseradish here, and I have an extra piece. So often, like when you first take a bite, it tastes okay, but then, then as you chew it, oh boy, it gives you shivers. It's really bitter. To remind us of how bad and bitter it was to be a slave. Okay, then the next thing, and then there's another bitter herb too, this little piece of lettuce. Then the next thing is I hope I'm saying this right, zeroa, which is an animal bone. Whoops, oh boy. And we use that to remind us in the very old days, often the Jewish people felt they had to give God some of their best animals to show how much they loved God. And so that's called a sacrifice. So sometimes you have to give up something important to you to feel closer to God. And actually that kind of makes, might be somewhat what some of us are feeling now, is that, we have to give up going to school and going to work and being with our friends and going the places we usually go. But maybe in doing that, we can get closer to God or find some of the good parts of ourselves inside that we don't usually have time to think about. Okay, and then the last little spot is empty. What goes there? What goes there? Let's see. Could I put some money in there? Does money go there? No, money doesn't go there, but I can put the money in my tzedakah box. I could put the money in there and save it for a time that I want to do some good in the world. Okay, what else might go there? Does a Shabbat candle go there? No, but I could save that for Friday night. Okay, what about this? Does an egg go there? Yes, it does. Okay, I'm gonna put the egg in. Oh, I don't want to drop it because actually I haven't boiled it yet. It's supposed to be a roasted egg or a hard-boiled egg. Okay, and an egg also is a symbol of new life because sometimes little birdies come out of eggs. And also it's a circle to remind us that good times and bad times circle around and round. So sometimes even if we're in a bad time, we know that it'll be a circle and good times will come again. So those are the things on my Seder plate, and thank you for joining me and learning a little bit about Seder. And there's a lot of other things about Passover to learn, but that would take a long time. So that's it for now, and have a wonderful Passover and wonderful holiday. Whatever you celebrate, it's all good. Thank you.